Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slane Hope. And I got another video for y'all. In this video, I am going to be talking about the Marcus Houston situation. Before I even go into that video, let me let y'all know this disclaimer. And y'all still probably not going to hear it because y'all just hear what y'all want to hear. I'm not making this video to make a case for that man or against him. I really don't care what people do with their own individual personalized lives unless it affects me, right? Or my community. Now, yeah, I had to put that out there because people began triggered. People want to come and call you out your name. Y'all gonna do whatever y'all gonna do. I don't really care, but I'm gonna put the disclaimer out. I'm just sharing my 2 cents because everybody talking about it, and I just, I got a little something to say. And before I get into my commentary, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, you share. If you like what I gotta say, if you rocking with me, you can also click in the description below. And you can purchase my book, Who Profits When Black Men Gangbang. You can also click the link of the documentary We Came to Heal that I am in. Now, yeah, man, let's get into it, right? Now, a lot of Marcus Houston's been receiving this backlash from a lot of people, right? Because he met this woman. She was 17 when they met, he said, and he married her when she was 19. Also, she's 22 now, so they've been married for like 3 years. Also, he gave her, they asked him why or whatever, right? And he said, like, a lot of older women, they're hyper independent. They come with a lot of baggage, trauma, scars and stuff. They come with children. And I forgot what else he mentioned. So, to me, he didn't say nothing wrong. Like, women know that. But men been telling them that in all these podcasts, that the older women come scarred, they come with trauma, they come with kids, they come with a lot of baggage that a lot of men don't want to deal with. So that part of it, I don't know why they acting so shocked. But before we even get into the age thing, let me say this, man. For eons, for millennia, older men have been marrying younger women. That's not new. That's not far-fetched. It's probably never going to change, right? The older women know. That's why they tight. They bitter. They mad. They big mad. And you know what's so crazy? These same older women who are bitter, who are complaining, who are wah, right? Those are, a lot of times, those were the same women when they were younger. They used to say out their mouth, I only date older men. Do you know how many times when I was growing up, in middle school and high school, high school, I tried to talk to shorties and they would hit me with the I only date older men, right? You know how many times girls used to say that when I was growing up? I only date older men. So now that the men are saying similar things, they got a problem. Like, hold on, you was doing the same thing. Now they want to call them predators. Now they want to call them all of these things, but they didn't call them predators when they was coming to get scooped up. They didn't call them predators when these dudes was spending money on them, right? They didn't call them predators when they was doing all of these things. They didn't call them predators when they was doing all of these things. You know what I'm saying? Buying. But see, a lot of times, the things that you want as a woman, you want security, you want a man to have his stuff together, you want, the car, the crib, all of those things. A lot of times, an older man is going to have those things more times, right? More often than a boy that is your age. They know that. They know that. A lot of times, the things that women claim they want come from an older man. Like it said, right? A man reaches his financial peak or his peak in general in his late 30s, early 40s. They know that. They know that. Just like men know younger women come with less baggage. Usually, because a lot of these younger girls nowadays, woo! But yeah, so it's the same thing. It works out. It works out. But now, these older chicks are bitter. They're angry. They're big mad. Right? Because they squandered their younger years. So now they want the older men to look at them. And the older men are like, hell no. Hell no, because they're not even humble. Older women should humble themselves. They should realize, like, you know what? Them knowing that older men would most likely pick a younger woman than them. She don't gotta be a teenager, but just them knowing that, it should probably tell them, I need to figure out, I need to be more, I need to bring more, change certain things so I could get picked. But because they have this mindset that I don't need to get picked, I'm the prize all the time, they end up how they end up. Now, in some cultures, when you reach puberty, right, you go through a passage of going from a child to a young adult, right? You go from a passage from being, a young person to being a grown-up, an adult. That happens in a lot of places. But in America might be one of those places. You can be 24, up to 24, and your parents can still claim you on their taxes if you're going to school, if you're a full-time student. Now, people want to make this argument about the age because she was 17. In a lot of states, you're legal at 17. Again, don't come over here. I'm not making a case for nobody. I'm just telling you what it is. One moment we want to talk about the law, the next moment we don't want to talk about the law. So technically, at 17, you're legal in some states. At 16 in some states, you're legal. In some states, it's 18. It's probably like 2 states that's 18. But most states, the average is 17. At 17, you can consent, right? So he probably didn't do something against the law. But people want to use morality. People want to pick and choose when to use morality. It's crazy. People want to pick and choose when to use the age stuff, right? Because everybody's like, at 17, at 19, you don't really know. You're young. You don't, okay. Your brain don't fully develop till you're 25. Okay. So why don't we make a case, since age is a big thing, right? Since this age thing is a problem, let's make a big deal. So at 21, people shouldn't be drinking alcohol at 21, right? If we want to keep using the brain doesn't develop till you're 25, and people are making wrong decisions, then we shouldn't let people drink when they're 25. We shouldn't let people buy tobacco when they're 18. We should not be allowing 16-year-olds to get prosecuted and be able to be put on death row, on juvenile death. They shouldn't be getting death sentences at the age of 16, right? If we understand that your mind doesn't develop till you're 25, then we shouldn't be allowing children to be prosecuted and spend the rest of their lives in prison, right? We shouldn't be allowing the military to take children at the age of 17, right? It's a whole bunch of things that we can sit here and talk about, right? Why are we allowing children to take out college loans of $250,000, right? If they're children, they don't know what they're doing, right? We can use that argument for a whole bunch of things. We can, right? But we don't. We ignore it, right? We don't really, come on. So let's stop. It's not about age. It's just about these women are really bitter. They're mad. They're big mad. Because it wouldn't even matter if that girl, if he met her at 20, they would still be saying something. It don't matter if she would have been 21, 22. They still would have been saying something. I know they're trying to make it seem like it's about because she was 17, and he married her at 19. They trying to act like they care. They don't really care. The truth is this stuff is coming back to bite a lot of these bitter women in the butt because they didn't change. They feel like, I don't need a man. Okay, so hold it down. Don't be mad. Like I said, man, this is some regular stuff. Some of our grandmas got a big age gap with our granddads, And I'll leave it at this. If I had a daughter, because this is another thing I was hearing people saying, but if that was your daughter, listen, if I had a daughter and a man came and he wanted to marry my daughter, we're not talking about just smashing on my daughter. If an older man came and he wanted to marry my daughter, because of course I'm going to vet him. Of course I'm going to talk to him. Of course I'm going to, I'm going to be involved. If a man came and said he wanted to marry my daughter, I will marry my daughter to a guy. Once after I vet him and he checks out, I would let an older man marry my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I would let an older man marry my daughter. Yes. Because a lot of y'all, marriage is responsibility. It's not somebody just smashing on your girl. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, smashing on your daughter. But let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comment section, man. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.